We all admire well-grown pot plants, but how do we keep them in really top condition? Humidity is probably the most important factor. See, most of these plants came originally from tropical and subtropical rainforests, where the humidity is high all of the time. So we have to get somewhere close to those sort of conditions. And that's not easy in our houses where we have air conditioners and heaters that really dry the air out. So the simplest way of overcoming that is to group the plants together so that they can create their own humid microenvironment. Light is another very important factor. The different houseplants that we grow have different light requirements. For example, this Maranta and this Aglaonema tolerate very low light conditions, and in fact their leaves are damaged by brighter light, whereas these begonias and this Monstera need brighter light if they're going to grow well. And this African violet needs even brighter light. It must be over near the window in filtered light if it's going to flower at all. As far as watering is concerned, the simplest way to check when to water is just to lift the pot up, feel the weight. Of course, we can't do that with a great tub like this. What we have to do here is to just dig down into the mix and feel how moist it is. For hanging baskets that have porous liners, like this one here, just feel the bottom of the liner, and if it's dry, the plant should be watered. Now, of course, you can't do that for a plastic hanging pot like this, but just feel the weight. Eventually, almost every pot plant outgrows its pot. You can see this begonia here looks rather large in the small pot that it's in. Now, I could either break this plant up into several, or I could just put it up into a bigger pot. Well, I don't want 3 or 4 of these, so I'm going to put it up into a bigger pot. The first thing, of course, is to choose a pot. Now, I can put it in that one there, and that would fit all right, but I think I need something a bit bigger than that. Let's try this one here. Yes, that'd look good, and I won't have to repot it again for many, many months. Right, we've got a pot. Now we need to choose a potting mix that's just right for this type of plant. Over here I've got a rather fine mix. That isn't really suited to this plant. It's better suited to a big tub or to plants that are going to be growing outdoors in the full sun. I've got a medium type of mix here. It's a little bit more open than that one over there, and that one could be suitable, but over here I've got one that's much more open still. There's big chunky bits of bark in there, and that's ideal for this sort of plant. If it's open enough, it won't get root rot, even no matter how much you water it. Right, well, let's tip the plant out of here. Being very careful. Right, and the thing to do is to look at the root ball. You can see that there's no roots around the bottom there, so I don't need to do anything to that root ball. If there were some there, I'd have to pull those away. Oh, I've got to put some mix into there because the height of that pot there is a bit greater than the height of the mix of the root ball. That should be about right there. Carefully position it there. The top of the root ball should be about 1 centimetre below the rim of the pot there. That's pretty right. Now the next thing is to carefully get mix in around the side there. That, of course, takes a few minutes. There, that's all the mix in. All we need to do now is just water it in thoroughly, and it should be okay for at least 6 months, probably a year.